says that Robbie.
Morgan, listen, you've got no friends, and I'll tell you what, mate, if you want some, I will definitely deal with you.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Beyond the Barclay with me, Jez Davies. How is everyone? I'm joined with Morgan Hewitt. Hi, Morgan. How are you?
Oh, I feel like I've been, when you've been hit by a car. Well, I've been hit by a car, and then I've been hit by a truck. I'm just kind of getting off the ground, sort of being a bit flat.
At least it wasn't the fast 8 in Durham that you got hit by, eh?
There's nothing fast about that bus.
Okay.
Nothing fast at all.
So we heard from our good friend Gordon Hill, the Wheelstone Raider, who delivered a little message to you there, Morgan. Not the first time we've heard that, is it? But it certainly won't be the last.
Yeah. No.
Right. The eagle-eyed people amongst us will know we've got 3 guests on today who are collectively known as the Canary Guys. Chris, Robbie and Ashton. Welcome, gents. How are you all?
Fantastic, thank you.
Yeah, good, mate. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
I'm very good, thank you, boys. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I think just before we came on, we were discussing your paper round, Ashton. Where do you live, mate?
Where I live? Whoa. I live in Wisbeach.
And they make you do the whole of Wisbeach, do they? I'll take it.
To be fair, that is a hard upbringing.
Yeah.
It's understandable at the end of the day.
I drove through the Fens a couple of nights ago, and let me tell you, that's some place to live. So
you know the lock button on your car when you're jamming it. Just, please lock. Don't let anyone in.
I'll tell you what, I was more worried about driving into one of the ditches, but there we go.
Oh, that's also they're also hazards. Watch out for them.
Chris, I'm going to hand over to you just to talk a little bit about the Canary Guys podcast and what you're about, and perhaps give us some of your highlights, I guess, of your podcast, please.
Absolutely. So we started with getting on for a year now, aren't we? We're close to a year ago. It started off very randomly, I'll be honest. It was literally Ashton sent. We had a collective group chat, which was a lot bigger than the 3 of us, which was called the Canary Guys. And Ashton came up with the idea of, should we ever go at a podcast? Now, me, Ashton, and Robbie had been interacting quite a lot in this chat anyway. But me and Robbie said, you know what, we're up for a bit of that. We'll give it a go. And it kind of blossomed from there. So it sounds bizarre because it's almost like a strange way that we started, because we were never close friends off podcast or anything like that. It's blossomed through doing the podcast.
Sorry to interrupt. I mean, how did that friendship group come about, and what was the? I guess obviously you said it was a WhatsApp group, but I guess was it just sort of random people getting out? Because I noticed that one of you lives over in Yarmouth, one lives in Wisbeach. So how did you come to form that WhatsApp group, I guess?
Yeah, so it was a Twitter group just full of Norwich fans. So there were probably good 30, 40 people in that group, boys, would you say, at least?
Yeah, we went upwards to 50 at one point.
Yeah, but the 3 of us were probably 3 of the most prolific kind of people on that group. We did a lot of the conversation. And obviously I got to know them through just chatting. And then when Ashton came up with the idea of the podcast, podcasting is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to have a go at it, particularly on a subject that I love, like our club. And I thought, do you know what, we'll have a go. Robbie is quite good with the editing side of things. I've got experience in sort of graphic design, that side of things as well. So we all kind of had the necessary skill set to do it, and we'd all been chatting a bit anyway. And we just said, do you know what? The first podcast was kind of sit down, let's see if it works. And then through that, we've gone to events at the club. We've, met up with each other in real life a lot more. And we've gained quite a good friendship out of it. We talk to each other every night now, and it's totally different. It's such a weird way to do it, because normally, it's natural friendships that start a podcast. we actually made a friendship through having a podcast, which is bizarre, but it worked for us. And yeah, so we just thought, you know what, we'll have a go at it. We'll have a really good go, and we weren't expecting anything at all from it. We tried to promote it, but we were like, if we get like 10 views on the first one, we'll take it. I think that first podcast just blew us away with how much support we got. We were really surprised at how far it reached on the Twitter space and how much impact it had. And we've just kind of tried to strengthen it from there on out. We've never done a podcast before. None of us have. Robbie, as much as he is really good at editing, has never experienced editing a podcast before. I've done graphic design bits, but probably nothing in this subject. So it's all new. Everyone is learning it as we go along. And every week it gets a little bit slicker and a little bit more professional and a little bit more structured, I guess, because the first one was just kind of a big ramble and we had an idea and that was where we went. But we've got regular segments now. We'll do like our plan for the podcast is always we do a review of the game or what games have happened in between. And then we get on to sort of a lighter, more fun section where we'll do a few comedy bits like Canary Corner of the Week is a personal favourite, the sausage roll review, which Robbie is famous for on Twitter. And again, I think we all had... the other thing that made it quite a good start is we all had decent followings on Twitter before we started doing the podcast. Right. And we all had... we all point to... We've all got one thing that we all point to for each of us that was like our big moment on Twitter, we always say. So Robbie is known for the sausage roll review. Ashton is known for the dancing videos. And my one is the kit reveal Egypt tweet, which I dine out off every week, which I don't know how many millions of views that's now done, but it was ridiculous. I've never had a tweet bang like that before. So that was a very, very bizarre week on Twitter for me. But that's what, people would know my account for anyway. But we all kind of had that following and we thought, you know what, we'll give it a go, see what happens. And here we are today.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. So Morgan, you'll probably interject here, but it's quite a similar way that our one came about, because I think we didn't do it through Twitter. We did it through the Pinkin. So I put a message out on the Pinkin and said, anyone fancy it?
I mean, you have to bear in mind that
I told you to interject,
guys. Like the Pinkin is a message board for Norwich City fans, because the thing is, Pinkin is a dying art form, I'd say, Jez, to be fair. Like a message board, like, again, no disrespect or being condescending to your viewership, I doubt that there's like things like Pinkin message boards that you guys would log on to and chat on the forum to. Like it's very of a certain type of...
Do you know what? We do read bits of them. We do get bits. We have seen them. I know Robbie's definitely looked at them before. We've had bits come in the chat and stuff, but it's normally sort of funny opinions that people have put on. It's normally a bit of a comedy element, but we do know of it. We definitely know of it.
And that's the thing. It's still quite a... Sorry, Morgan, carry on.
No, I was just going to say it's quite... I suppose it's quite a type of person, like of a certain age bracket that would have signed up to this at a certain point in their lives. And Jez put out a message nearly a year ago about wanting to have, doing a podcast on Norwich City fandom. Would anyone want to kind of like come on and talk about the fan aspect, which is why you guys are here today. We want to talk about you and your fan, the fan aspect of the pod, you yourselves. And I responded as the first person to respond, and obviously it's a bit of a weird one because I don't know what Jez looks like at that point in time. Like, it's not WhatsApp where you have a profile picture of someone or whatever. I had no idea what he looked like. And so
just to preface that, the first 6 months of our podcast was audio only. Or in fact, the first season was.
And
so
we did the exact same thing with ours. Our first season of the podcast was audio only. We didn't do face cams. We did know what each other looked like, but to be honest, that was only off the basis of the first podcast. And that was, we literally, again, we did, because we knew each other through Twitter, like, Robbie's picture was a picture of Pete the Kitman. Like, I had no idea what Robbie looked like. Ashton's had a picture out there, but and mine didn't have a picture for a while. So, you know, we kind of flitted between, like, we all eventually, we got on a video call before the podcast, before the first one. So we knew, you know, what we were doing. But same thing for us. We started in very similar ways, it seems, just from different sources. It's just
definitely, yeah, 100%. Right, so moving forward to the questions, and I'm going to change the first one slightly.
Okay.
So, if Norwich City released a limited edition pie, what would the filling be and why? And I'm going to chuck that over to Ashton to start with.
Oh, I'd like the idea of maybe like a chicken stuffing and gravy, bit of something that can do the basics well, but not a lot of people do it. Chicken stuffing and gravy, maybe.
That's good.
Interesting. I like that.
That's a good shout.
What do you reckon, Rob?
Just fit in with a Norwich aspect, Coleman's mustard. It'll probably taste disgusting, but just a pie, pastry, and mustard, nothing else.
Oh, just mustard.
Just mustard.
Just mustard.
Just mustard on its own.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were going to go like the route of like a bit of beef with a bit of mustard or something like that. But
yeah,
absolutely full of mustard.
Let's tell you what you're full of mustard. Up with that.
Well, I'm trying to just envision his pie. So it wouldn't be like a thin one. It would be like one like that still, but just full of mustard.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. No worries. Fiona's giggling in the oven. Oh my god. I'm just trying to sort of get my head around that. Anyway, Chris, what's your suggestion?
I don't know what's up with me today, but I'm feeling a bit Christmassy, so I'm going to say something like a turkey stuffing and cranberry.
Mate, we're midway through September.
I know. I don't know why. The taste is good. You know what I mean? Like, I love when we're talking. We'll get onto this a bit later, I'm pretty sure. But when we're talking about sort of Greg's items, the festive bake is incredible. So I'm kind of on that vibe.
Yeah.
You've seen the leaves. Yeah. You've seen the leaves slightly change, and you're all about the Christmas vibe already.
No, do you know what? Actually, I'm one of those people normally that, like, when I go in the shop and I see Christmas stuff out before December, I think that should be banned. Like, that should not be allowed. Does my head in.
It makes me worry about time, the fragility of life when I see stuff like that just come in. Because I'm like, because me and Jez we're getting on, and I just, you see Halloween decoration.
I'm still in my 30s.
Good David Brent quote that. Anyway, I'll move on to question 2 after that.
No, you won't, because I've got a follow-up question for the lads. Which Norwich City figure would you most likely see hanging around Carrow Road eating a pie?
That's got to be Grant Holt, hasn't it? He's just a big pie-eating man. That's what he would do.
Yeah.
Jez is right. Jez has set this up well because I came up with this question to ask Grant Holt at a recent charity event in Durham about what his favourite pie would be. And so Jez has done this intentionally, haven't you, Jez? I can see it on his face. Look at his little mouth.
Oh, yeah.
That's not pre-planned to everyone who's watching. I promise that they didn't tell me to say that.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Jez has gone to the deck.
Go on then, Morgan. Next one.
You seem... Okay, so I'm going to throw this out to Robbie. What's the funniest thing you've ever overheard on the terraces at Carrow Road?
Now, this is a bit of a self-report because it's technically what Chris has overheard in our first game together. So I could pass it over to Chris if that's allowed.
Chris gets too much
repeat that, can I, Robbie?
This isn't University Challenge, boys. Come on.
Okay, I'll do mine quickly.
University challenged. All right, carry on.
It's got to be just the typical Norfolk pensioner Get it forward! And then moan when we get it forward. And,
Get it forward is a fantastic shout.
But the good old David Wagner quote, I loved that.
What's that?
Living legend. When he imitated the typical English fan with "Get it in the box, get it forward." Sorry, that's a really bad German accent.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Oh, thank you. I'll never do it again. Promise.
Sounded a bit like RoboCop.
You have. I don't know about that. Since it's still my question, Ashton, what's the funniest thing you've heard?
I've got one. I don't know if you can count it because it was in the stands, but the one that always sticks out in my mind is, you know, when we played Leeds in the playoff, the first leg at Carrow Road.
Yeah.
It was like 89th minute, and Van Hoosdonk had the ball going forward, and it was just a simple pass into someone, and he fucked it up so much, and the guy 3 rows ahead of us straight up screamed, "Van Hoosdonk, you fucking donkey!" And me and my granny will laugh at that on the way to every single Norwich game. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the best thing I've ever heard.
And look at Chris, he's poised at the end of his.
You see, the problem is, I'm trying to think. There's so many good ones because the Norfolk accent just makes anything funny. So it doesn't matter what's shouted from the terraces. If it's an old man in a Norfolk accent, it will make me laugh. So it's normally quite funny. I was going to say, you know, obviously Robbie tried to pass one over to me. I'm not sure I want to dob in what he said. Because I'm not sure I can repeat it on this. Yeah, so Robbie saying some quite choice things about Borja Sainz in the Sunderland game when we drew 0-0, and some slight references to his nationality and some other things that I'm probably not allowed to repeat. But yeah, Robbie has got quite the temper on him. He doesn't look like the man who would, but he was losing his head in that game. So that was the first game we sat together as well. So that was quite something to experience him. And Robbie, you're not normally a Barclay attendee, are you? And I got you in the Barclay for that game, so that was good fun. And he was enjoying the Barclay atmosphere. Put it that way.
Amazing.
He was getting involved.
Amazing. Nice quality. What about you, Morgan?
I usually sit in the south stand, so it's just silence.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The sound of the Bovril opening.
That's funny. I'm just trying to.
Or
I thought one was.
Crunch.
I was trying to.
I mean, like I haven't really. I mean, it's just you know, the funniest thing I've actually heard is when I watched Norwich beat Ipswich 3-0, and it was from the Ipswich fans who leant over, like, cause I sat next to them, like my mate bought tickets right next to the fucking South Stand away fans, and I was like, "These are tickets? Is this where we're sitting?" He's like, "Yeah."
Right.
I'm like, Anyway, we smashed them 3-0, and I remember one of their fans were like, "It's all right. I don't know why you're not celebrating. We're going down and you're going up." And it was just like, okay, cool. Basically saying, why aren't you celebrating more the fact that you're smashing us? That was all.
Yeah. Yeah. I still think the funniest thing for me is when the guy absolutely stacked it when we beat Derby 3-2.
That was good. Yeah, that is hilarious. That's one of my favourites. That used to be in our podcast intro, actually.
Where
that was in the old intro.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, that was funny. Right, okay, here we go. So the first mention of the infamous sausage rolls, Robbie. So if you could invite one past Norwich legend to join you in a podcast over a sausage roll and a pint, who would it be and why? Chris?
Oh, me first. Surely we should hand this over to the sausage roll expert.
Robbie.
My question is, does Jordan Hugo count as a Norwich City legend?
He's a cult hero.
Yeah, I just think he's such a pub lad. I think get a few beers in him, he'll tell you some stories. And I remember, I think whenever he scored, he'd tweet sausage roll or something. I think I'm
Really?
remembering that right. I think he did. So yeah, Jordan
Yeah,
Hugo, top man.
wasn't sausage rolls like an alternative name for goals? It's
Yeah,
like a
I think
Cockney
so.
rhyming slang sort of thing.
Yeah, probably is
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. What about you, Ashton?
The thing is, you either take the way of I want someone who have a good sausage roll with me, or you take it in with a Norwich legend you want to sit down and have that chat with. So I think for me, I'd go with Wes Houlihan. A couple drinks with him and have a good chat with Wes Houlihan, I think.
Excellent answer. Like that.
I'm gonna go back to a previous answer. I said I just feel like pint sausage roll. It's Grant Holt territory, isn't it? It's got to be. And I've always wanted to spend time with Grant Holt. Like you can't complain about that. He's going to be a fantastic chat. He's going to have some good things to say. So for me, Grant Holt's the answer all the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you an insight. I mean, Jez dropped his bowels when he met him for the first time at Durham Town back in when this goes out a few months ago. So I mean, it was so surreal and so fantastic, and everything you could ever imagine it to be. So I completely agree with you, Chris. Has to be the big man himself.
Yeah, no, I think so. Rob Green for me.
Oh, controversial.
I think he'd hold a sausage roll quite well because he's got the finger in it like that. He's obviously got like a little thing that you could just put the sausage roll in like that.
Technique, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Same with the pint, really.
About it.
Yeah, but no, seriously, I think he came across really well recently when he did he was match of the day, might have been match of the day too or something. I think he came across really well on that, and just seems like a sound bloke. I think he'd be a really good person to shoot the breeze with. Morgan, we're rattling through these tonight.
Yeah. So what's the ultimate pre-match routine, and which part would you never dare skip for fear of jinxing the result? And I'll throw that out to Robbie. First and foremost.
I don't have much of a routine, but I think I've got to stay on brand here. And although I'm not buying them as much this season, I always, last season at least, would go to Morrison's and pick up, the free vegetable bags. I would, I would take one, and then that would be for my sausage roll, because the napkin isn't enough for the crumbs. So I would steal vegetable bags from Morrison's, but they're free anyway. So does it really count?
Yeah, why not? You do know that they're gonna. You do know this goes live, and you do know that they're putting on. They're gonna be like, we're gonna be looking for this guy who looks like McLovin. So
my picture just front of Morrison's. That's okay.
Do not let this man into the vegetable aisle.
Okay. Oh, brilliant.
Chris, don't ever go for a job. Don't ever go for a job interview at Morrison's now, Robbie, because you ain't getting it, mate. It's not a job.
Oh, that's brilliant.
We've got Seth Rogen. We've got McLovin.
Yeah. And who else? We just need a Michael Cera.
You look, Jez. You look like You look like So Chris looks like the cop from Superbad. Jez, you look like Seth Rogen if you grew your hair out.
Right.
All we need now is a Michael Cera lookalike, and Ashton in that sort of dark green part. You could pass it.
You look like Arnold J. Rimmer from Red Dwarf.
What's that?
You just need an H. You just need to put an H on your head, and you're there. So,
anyway,
I don't think I've got a pen on me. If not, I would have.
Chris, what was the question again? What's the ultimate pre-match routine? And which
right? So I'll do the same thing pretty much every match. I always drive. Park up at Terrace, park up at County Hall. Walk down. Go straight for hog roast roll. That's always my go-to pre-match meal.
Nice.
Love a hog roast roll. Got to be done. I know that's kind of all I really do for my pre-match. Post-match, I will never leave a game early. That is a given. And also, I refuse to sit in the car park queue, so I will normally go for a TGI's after the match.
Oh, good choice.
What do you have from TGI's when you go? Is it every week, or does it differ?
It varies. I'm not always the same thing. I'm a big like sesame seeds chicken strip guy.
I
Quite like
love
that. The big cheeseburger as well with the mozzarella dippers in the burger. That's quality. And then just various cocktails, depending on how much I'm driving or if I want my girlfriend to drive. Depends.
Good shout. Ashton?
So I'll get off at the bus station, Norwich bus station. I always stop at the Tesco's. We'll always pop in the Tesco's, even if we get a meal deal or not. And then we take the same route every time to the game. So we never change the route. We always do our Tesco stop. We don't shop at Tesco's permanently at Norwich. But yeah, I think that's probably the same thing we do every time. Me and my granddad.
There are other supermarkets available for those viewing this.
Yeah, Morrison's, where Robbie steals vegetable bags.
Those who aren't bad for Morrison's.
Yeah, we've Tesco's, Morrison's. We've mentioned a few here. It's just a good sort of a range, a variety. We've been impartial.
Do you remember Asda used to be where the rumoured players would congregate? So it used to be, I've seen Cole Court at Asda. That used to be the one.
You know what? I actually don't remember that. All I remember is the old Fabio Quagliarella coming across Morrison's car park one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Jez, do you have any match day routines?
I haven't got the time for match day routines, Morgan. I'm trying to navigate my way from Hertfordshire. No, not really, to be honest. If I have time, I'll go to the Coach and Horses. No.
Yes.
No, I like to. I'll tell you what I do though is always go through the same turnstile.
Okay.
It's number 9.
That's fair.
So whoever operates number 9, it's usually the same guy. Peace out to you, brother.
Oh, that's another one I do.
If Fiona said it should be 14, she's got a point, but I'll be going into the lower Barclay then, so it'd be the wrong part of the ground. But
I have just remembered another little bit of pre-match that I always do as well. I will always, whenever I'm walking out into the stand, obviously you've got the concrete at the top, and I'll always touch it like on the top, like it's the Liverpool sign. I always run my hand across the top.
Yeah.
Always do that.
Do you like the feeling of? Do you like the tactile texture of the concrete?
It's just a quick slap and go. Do you know what I mean? I'm not caressing it.
Yeah, I'm a quick slap and go kind of guy as well.
I sometimes the guy in front of me who's follically challenged, let's say, I sometimes kiss his head like he's Fabian Barthez pre-match.
Fair. Good luck.
But I think I did that once and we lost 6-0, so I never did it again. Right, okay. So, Robbie, this one's for you again. Who is the most sausage roll player in Norwich City history? Underrated, but always delivers when it counts.
Lucas Rupp. Lucas Rupp.
Lucas Rupp.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't get enough love. I remember his performance against. He absolutely pocketed Ronaldo when United won 1-0 at Carrow Road. Most recently. Yeah, Lucas Rupp. Has to be him. I can't think of anyone else really.
I can.
Go on.
I've got 2 in my head.
But go on, we'll let you boys answer first. So Ashton, if you go next, please.
Go on, Ashton.
So I've got 2. The first one that comes to my head, which you might not argue is an underrated Norwich player, but for me, Mario Vrancic, I think, always got the job done when needed.
I'm a big fan.
And I do want to give an honourable mention to Jordan Rhodes, because that 18-19 season, if you ever needed a goal, you would slap him on and he'd get one for you. So they're the 2 for me. But Mario Vrancic more so.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm signed, sealed, delivered on the Vrancic front. I mean, Jez knows this. I don't often wear Norwich shirts on these podcasts. It's a thing that I do. I tend to wear black because I'm morbid. But I've got a third shirt from that 17-18 season with Vrancic on the back because I was like, underrated player. Anyway, Chris, over to you, sir.
Oh, you see, I think there's a bit of a theme developing here with centre midfielders going underappreciated, but always doing the job. I'd like to give a shout out to Tom Tribal.
Oh, yeah.
Very dependable. Never gives the ball away, as we know. So, yeah, I'd like to give that one. And I'll go a little bit older. I'm a little bit older than the other two boys here, so I can go a little bit further back. I'm going to say David Fox.
Good shout. Good shout. He was superb for us. I mean, I always remember his set-up goal for Simeon Jackson at Portsmouth, which was the thing that gets imprinted in my head with Norwich City and David Fox, especially. Also, when he scored against us when he played for Colchester, which was not such a good day. But
I'm going to say Gary O'Neill.
Ooh.
Because he under that surge under Alex Neil in the Championship was fantastic, like stalwart, and then did a great job in the Premier League. Just unfortunately, we just didn't have that luck on our side. And I think had we have had that Jerome overhead kick when we played Palace, that initial game, been allowed, we could have won that game. We could have kicked on. O'Neill was really, I just think he was just a really, really good, like, central midfielder with sort of DM style kind of player that we needed and we still need to this day. But yeah, a lot of people forget about Gary O'Neill, but for me, it's a good shout, man. Like, I think in our recent history, if it wasn't for Gary O'Neill, I don't think we'd have got promoted under Alex Neil.
Kenny McLean.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else needs to be said on that, really. But
we
really
were
obvious.
actually
We're trying to be cool.
Our chat the other day, weren't we? The group chat was like, "Oh, what does Kenny McLean even bring?" And we couldn't believe what was being discussed because we're like, he's been so consistent for us. We just couldn't believe that people don't rate him to the level that we do.
Yeah, well, that's now 5 managers in it that have picked him consistently. So it can't be a fluke for me.
I think him and Toppage look really well together. Them two look really well together. Him and Toppage.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think when Toppage is up to speed, I think them two will be formidable, actually. Because they both offer something very different. Morgan?
God, you really have gone in on this fucking thing, haven't you? If Norwich's season could be summed up as a takeaway menu for any kind of restaurant that you want to be involved in, what would it be and why? I'm throwing that out to Ashton first and foremost.
You're about this season at the minute, yeah? The couple of games you've had so far.
Yeah, go on. Why not?
The thing is, I look at us at the minute, and it's individual errors that cause it. So you got to look at something that, when you have it, what's the one thing that ruins it for you? So I'm gonna go, because this is personal experience here, the McDonald's fajita wrap, and you're thinking, what on earth? But here is why: because I ordered one the other night, yeah, and I specifically asked for no fajita sauce. I just wanted the chicken, the lettuce, the mayonnaise, yeah. They still gave me the fajita sauce. That's an individual error. That's my answer.
There's so much passion behind that response. I think I love it. Chris, you're on tenterhooks. I can see you sitting there.
I'm not on tenterhooks. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm just thinking. I think visually.
I'm a very visual person as well.
Think visually. This is tough, It's off the last couple of games. I think I'm going to say, like, ordering a kebab at 3 a.m. Sometimes it's fantastic. Sometimes it's dodgy. And I think that's where we're at. It's just inconsistencies. So I'm going to say you know 3 a.m. night out kebab. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't.
Robbie, you sat there poised in your gaming chair. Tell us.
Did you really
He's
Call
a
of Duty
gamer.
today?
I'm going to stay on brand and do a Greg's item, but it's going to be a Greg's pizza. Mainly because half the time they're lovely, the other half they're stone cold, somehow wet, and half of the toppings like stuck to the bag. I think that pretty much that's us this season at the minute. We're all over the place, aren't we? We're a
Yes.
mess.
Jez,
Um,
you've been around the M25. You've been around the ring roads of Norwich. You've been up and down the country, sampling all the delights of petrol stations. You probably had too many ginsters. I mean, we can tell you've had too many ginsters. Tell us, Jez, what could be your go-to takeaway menu that represents Norwich this season so far?
What's something that if you made it at home, it'd be rubbish, but then if you went into a restaurant and ate it, it'd be the best thing you've ever eaten?
Egg fried rice.
Okay. So it'd be the egg fried rice scenario that if I made that at home, it wouldn't be so great. But if I went away and I went to a really nice, fancy Chinese, all-you-can-eat buffet style thing, it'd be amazing. And that sums up us this season because away from home, we're brilliant.
Oh,
We won all our games. But at home, we ain't even cracking the eggs, boys.
do you see? The thing is, from this, do you see how I've trained him well? Because of the random question of the week. When I first started doing that, Jez was all over the place and he couldn't come up with any kind of answer. But now he knows it's coming to him. He can think of things like that. He's like that. This guy's got game now. You've done well, Jez. You've learned.
Right, enough of that. What's your answer?
My answer.
Yeah.
Five Guys cheeseburger. We well overpaid for it, didn't we? And it's bang average.
I'm trying to link the chip scenario that it gives you too many chips, but I can't make it work.
Too many new players.
My girlfriend would be shocked at that statement, by the way. She is chief Five Guys enthusiast.
Why am I paying £15 for a really average burger when I could buy
It's all right when she pays for it. I'm not bothered.
The milkshakes aren't too bad, to be fair.
No, she really rates her Five Guys, so there you are. She'll
Hang on. There's Five Guys right now.
Oh, crazy.
Amazing.
Good spot, to be fair.
They used to genuinely. There used to be I'm sure this is the case. There used to be a burger bar in Luton called Five Boys.
Are you sure?
Genuinely. I'm sure it was. Some. There was a link to Five Guys, but anyway, I can't remember what it was. Anyway,
Moving on.
What's been your most bizarre or memorable away day snack or running with food on the road, Ashton?
Most bizarre one. I'll tell you what. So this one time we were heading to a game, and my mum had like some leftover like picky bits from the night before, yeah. And there's these miniature garlic Kiev balls, yeah. He's bit onto this, and the whole garlicky sausage just splattered on the window of the bus. And then she goes, "Let me clean this up." She gets the tin foil from what covered it, and it's made it 10 times more worse. Kiev explode all over the window of a bus.
Amazing. There. Yeah, it's you can't really live those sort of things down, can you? Especially when you're like in a bus full of other people. It's not like you're in your own car, is it? Where you can kind of
no. It wasn't overly busy. There was no one sat next to us, but I think when they did the clean in the night for the bus, they'll be like, "Where's this Kiev stave come from?"
Ukraine. Robbie?
Well, I haven't actually been on an away day, which is upsetting. But I think in terms of memorable food on the road, has to be the sausage roll at Scarborough that hospitalised me. I think it doesn't get much more memorable than that.
Robbie, we'll come back to that because I'm not belittling what you just said. But
That's fine.
in 102 episodes, which this is 102nd, I don't think I've ever heard a better saying than you can't get rid of those key abstains.
I didn't even hear that.
Right, Robbie, carry on, mate. Tell us about when you nearly died eating a sausage roll, mate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was so happy about it. I even posted about it on Twitter. It was 60p. It was such a bargain. And then I woke up and I was in the what was it called? Like the resuscitation ward. No, the resuscitation ward in Scarborough Hospital. I was on holiday.
Oh wow!
And yeah, I mean, I ended up there for a week and a half, which was fun.
Through food poisoning.
Yeah, and then I won't go too in depth, but it made a hole in my throat, so I had to have minor operation. Yeah, because I was retching so much. Yeah, it was grim. And fun fact, it was 80% mortality rate. So actually, I'm quite fun to be alive.
Oh well, I mean that's brilliant news that you're still here, obviously. And
I don't know about that, but
I think it's you're part of a trio that wouldn't be able to survive without you. So I think
they can agree to it.
Chris and Ashton, I'm sure would agree with that.
We'd be lost about it.
We thought he was taking the piss. We didn't think he was making. We thought he was making it up.
Wow. Yeah. Well, look. It's probably the good news story for Norwich last season, really, isn't it? That you pulled through at Scarborough Hospital. So well done.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
It sounds like I'm taking the piss, but I'm not.
Best away performance we had last year.
Yeah. Best away performance.
You don't say much, but when you do,
it's
got kind of Chris, you got a lot to live up to. You got the key abstain, and you got nearly died in Scarborough.
Yeah.
We got.
The problem is I've just not got anything interesting for this one, really. I've done a few away days. I don't think I've what weird food have I taken? I don't know if there's anything weird.
Go on.
I suppose, I remember going to Wembley with for the playoff final with my granddad and buying a ridiculous amount of just chocolate and Tic Tacs and a full sugar Lucozade and all that, and going through all of it on the bus because I was bored on the way there. Because long journeys, nowadays, I can do a long journey easily. I'm not bothered. Back in them days, it felt like forever. And God, I felt sick by the end of it. I really, really did make myself sick. I thought I was going to throw up on the way into Wembley, which is a great way to make your Wembley debut, really. Just a way to go, isn't it? So, just overdoing sugar, I guess.
That's fair enough. Morgan?
It's not really bizarre. It's just, I think when we lost to Liverpool 5-4, that inaugural Jurgen Klopp season, me and the lads were a little bit. It was an emotional roller coaster in Angel in London. So we were at Red Lion, God rest its soul. It's a ex-Norwich City pub, Damien Devine. We were drunk, so we went to Five Guys for some food, and we were outside, obviously they have a bouncer on the door for letting people generally in. We said to the bouncer, we were like, "Can we come in?" And he's like, "Yes, of course you can." And then I was like, "But there's only 4 of us."
Oh.
Five Guys, you get it?
That took a long time to hit my brain, I'm going to be honest.
It is, at this point in time, nearly 10:30 at night, so I can see why.
Yeah.
Slow burn of that.
Southampton away.
You had to be there, Chris. You had to be there.
In the moment, yeah. I'm sure it was funny at the time.
Oh, it was very funny.
Southampton away, maybe sort of 8-9 years ago. We pre-match the day before the match. This was the evening before. We went to.
Sorry, Jez. You look like you're like a World War veteran talking about some kind of battle. It's just got this like 100-mile-yard stare. It's like Southampton. 9 years ago, we were there with the bypass.
I'm not being funny, but you don't know what I said yet. This is a bit, honestly, probably the best headbutt I've ever seen delivered in my life in the Wetherspoons in Southampton. But yeah, that was something else. We went to an Indian restaurant and sat down and looked at the menus, and it was like, oh, it's interesting. Anyway, so I picked one out. I said, what meat is that one with? It's a vegetarian restaurant.
Good work.
I was like, okay. I mean, look, for me, that's fine. I haven't got anything against vegetarianism. I gave it a go, but it's one of them, isn't it? Where you just think, you go in thinking you're going to get a chicken boona, and you end up getting a soya bean karai. I guess, yeah, exactly. So, I think we're going. I think we're going to scratch the last question because I think we've had a lot of food related puns already, and it's getting late. So I am going to hand you over to Morgan for the random question of the week. Good luck, gentlemen.
I've decided because it's a special event, because there's 3 of you, I'm actually going to do something completely different and off script and off piste. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. That's how we roll.
He stood up. Something serious is going on.
Oh no, what's he gonna do?
I can't walk. I can't talk. The only thing about me is the random question of the week. You're of a generation, you won't know what that means, but that's fine. Oh, we're back. Is that you, Jez, messing around?
Yeah, I was just having a little play of all the buttons whilst you were doing that ridiculous whatever you just did. But anyway, yeah, carry
on. As we all know, you all look like famous film stars. But which famous film star would you be and why? And I'm throwing that over to. Oh, look at Robbie looking in his mind's eyes. Like, I'm trying to think of someone. I'm throwing that over to Ashton. It has to be PG. None of this hub kind of stuff, okay?
So what type of actor do I want to be? Which actor?
I don't know. You tell me. Which actor would you like to be and why?
Got to be Sylvester Stallone for me.
Oh, obviously.
The Rocky trilogy is one of my favourite trilogies. So actually going through all that, I'd have to say Sylvester Stallone for me.
Have you ever biffed anyone?
Biffed? What's biffed? Oh, sorry. I meant I give you the answer. No.
Oh.
If I don't know what it is, I haven't fought anyone in my lifetime. No.
Oh, okay.
That surprises me. Don't know why.
You know what you mean? He's a powerhouse, doesn't he? Chris, come on, my man.
So for me at the moment, it's changed recently on the basis of the release of a certain film, because outside of football, motorsport is probably my next biggest thing. Like, I'm massively into my cars, so with the F1 film having come out, I've got to say Brad Pitt at the moment. Oh,
do you know what?
And he's been in some other fantastic films as well. Like, I would love to be in those roles. So yeah.
I've always thought you had a bit of Brad Pitt about you, to be honest.
Don't know what part. To be completely honest.
Just a little bit. Somewhere. I don't know. Might be something. Nothing I can see.
The heart.
That'll do. Yeah, I'll take that.
Robbie, you've sat there quietly, meandering, pondering life. It's got to be
embarrassing.
It's got to be McLovin, surely.
I mean, yeah, I probably will say that because I've studied film for 3 years at uni and I can't think of one. So That's just embarrassing. Yeah, I studied film and TV at uni, but
amazing.
in terms of like, can I do a series?
You can do whatever you want within as long as it's PG.
Yeah, the Spanish series Money Heist.
I know it.
Yeah, Alvaro Morte, but Professor Money Heist. I always thought I looked a bit like him, so him and just the candid thinking and in control and stuff. Yeah,
that's very good.
But I know zero actors, and which is concerning considering I did 3 years of it at uni.
I love film studies. I got an A at City College, so
We'll go back.
Thanks, Jez.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
You would be the monkey out of the Robin Williams film.
Jumanji. No.
You'd be like...
Robin Williams.
So
I think, I don't know. I just think he was. Do you know what? It's so many films when I was a kid that he was in. So like Peter Pan, he was in Miss Doubtfire, which is that is a banger, to be fair.
I love that film so much.
He was the genie in Aladdin.
Genie in Aladdin. He was such a good actor. In Night in the Museum, which I think was one of the final ones he did before he sadly passed. But it's the bit where, for me, in the Night in the Museum, where they're all waxwork, aren't they? And obviously, when it turns to day, they turn back into the waxwork, and he makes this very poignant remark. I can't remember what the exact remark was. But then Ben Stiller looks around or whatever, and then when he turns around, he's there standing holding the flag. And it's just because you kind of knew that was the time where he'd gone, and it's just so poignant. Sorry to sort of end on a downer, boys. Because
I've got to do mine yet, so it's fine.
Good. You can probably bring it back up. Other than that, was Will Ferrell. I think is amazing. So all the stuff, all the varied roles that he's done as well. So yeah, Will Ferrell would be
Yeah, your microphone's gone, so but that's fine because I can talk. So who would I like to be, or would I envision? I'd probably say Chris Barry from Red Dwarf. You guys won't know who that is, but Jez tells.
Who actually?
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey looked like Jim Carrey. Who else do I look like? Well, no. What I'm saying, I don't want to. I'm just thinking, who would I?
Morrissey.
This is he's not a movie character. Robbie, you're right. It's a hard question. Why did I come up with this?
By the way, did everyone want to just check that Ashton's all right, and it needs to put 50p in the meter?
Yeah, I was just actually, you were right there. You've gone.
It's fine.
I don't speak.
It's just me. It's just me and Robbie now. Just me and you, mate. Just me and you.
The dream team. It's fine.
You know what? I'm just thinking maybe we just get rid of these guys and me and you can do Beyond the Canary Guys.
Beyond the Guys.
Beyond the Guys.
That sounds like a nightclub.
Beyond the Guys. Brilliant. Boys, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us. It's been great.
Thank you for having us.
No, likewise. And is there anyone that you want to give perhaps a shout out to before we finish? And that's open to all three of you.
I'm not going anyone I need to just obviously shout out the podcast, I guess. That's all I'm just that's all I can do.
Yeah. So Robbie, where can people find you, find your podcast? What if people do want to tune in, which I'm sure they will after this, and obviously move away from us because they're bored of us now. So they're going to cross to you now. So where can they find your content?
Yeah, we are currently only on YouTube at the minute. We are trying to expand that. But the Canary Guys on YouTube, and then on Twitter we are at the Canary Guys Pod. and all three of us are linked there. You can follow us all: Norwich Chris, Jeff98, and Ashton Brownie 22.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Morgan. We have lost Chris and Ashton. I don't know why, but
The last one.
They're in the boot of each other's car.
yeah. Okay, so for everyone else watching, you can follow us on all of the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, and X, and you can watch the show on YouTube as well as listening on all of the podcast outlets. I've been Jez Davies.
I've been Morgan Hewitt.
And you boys have got to say it as well, if you're still there.
Okay. I've been Jeff98, aka a Canary Guy.
I don't know if
Excellent.
anyone can hear me because I've apparently
We can.
disconnected.
Yeah, we've got
We can hear
Am I back?
Yeah.
We can hear you, we just can't see
Oh,
you.
beautiful. Well, I've been Nod Chris.
Excellent. Ashton? No, he's definitely gone, isn't he?
I think
You
I'm
having
just
us?
dead.
I don't know what's happened to this at all. I don't know if you can hear me, but thank you all for having us on. It's a pleasure again, boys.
That's a beautiful West Norfolk accent, isn't it? Beautiful West Norfolk accent. What a place to end. Cheers, guys, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks so
Bye-bye.
much.
Thank you.